Some time ago I did a review for the Vimble C, at least it was the first part of this gimbal, and I have shown you all the things about it, how to set it up, how it connects to the application, what you can configure and how it works. Right, so I also told you then that I don't like thing about it. Actually, these foam pads that are shipped with it makes it rather impossible to use normally with action cams, or at least it makes it really hard to use because those pads will touch the power button. On some action cameras it will cover the microphone. Also, if you want to properly orient the camera, not in a selfie way, you see, if I just a moment, if I install this, let's call it normally like that, it turns into a selfie gimbal because the handle it's designed to be used in this way. So you have this button here and these buttons here, and now the camera is like a selfie camera, and to film something with it you need to turn the gimbal around, and that makes it harder to operate because the switches get reversed, and you also won't see almost nothing on the screen because of this metal plate here and the bracket that covers it. You won't see what you are filming. Also, installing it reversed was not a solution. It's too offset, it's not holding it too good, and so on. So what is to do with this? Because the gimbal is rather nice, it's very cheap, so definitely action camera should be properly used with it. So I came over this. This is the adapter plate made for Osmo gimbals and for GoPro5 cameras. A nice combination, and actually this solves the problem for my FeiyuTech gimbal as well. For the gimbal, this provides a large metallic plate which is rather heavy and helps to balance the gimbal very nice, because it kind of resembles a phone weight. And it provides this bracket here where you can offset install the action camera like this. And with the provided thumb screws, it's a quick way to install all of these. And now the camera is properly installed, and now I can install it as a mobile phone on the gimbal, and I can quickly balance it to get perfect balance. And it's now offsetted, and I'm going to power on the camera and power on the gimbal, and you can see it balances perfect. I don't have the gimbal in view in my camera, and I have a very nice control because I can see the screen now with no issues, with no problems, which was previously not possible. You can also move this like you need to, and you can even get a larger offset, but you need to rebalance this because it's not balanced properly now. You should do this with the gimbal off, never do it on. But this is let's call it a field test, and now I'm also showing how good this gimbal is, because it can really take some abuse, some hits, some things like that, and it will keep working just fine. And you can see now it's in a proper configuration to film with action cameras, and not in a kind of selfie manner, but as a gimbal should film with an action camera. The bracket also leaves enough space for the camera around, so it doesn't cover anything of it. No, it doesn't cover microphones, it doesn't cover buttons, it doesn't cover here power or SD card slot, so it makes it really easy, especially when you are traveling. You can access the camera nicely and do your job with it without doing too much work or using this stupid foam thing that will cover the camera and it will stop and start record as it wishes to, because it pushes on the switch there. So I'm going to do another part of this Vimble C review, because I can properly take some footage with it with the action camera, and I'm going to add actually two cameras, one on the gimbal, and I'm also going to use the screw under the Vimble to install a second camera, so the both cameras will film the same subject, and you will see how nice he is with a gimbal and how good the video quality is when you compare with a similar camera and manual holding it without any kind of stabilization. Until then, bye bye.